Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So The Verge says that Leafy has been permanently banned from YouTube, and that explains why some people on Twitter were just very happy that he got banned, and they went out to just criticize him and celebrate his ban because they now know he's not coming back. And here we have some disingenuous people in there. One of those blue check marks, I think he's a Twitch streamer, saying that hopefully the Leafy ban is the only beginning of YouTube taking action on channels whose content is primarily at the expense of others, harassment veiled as criticism. And who are you to say that this content is harassment or that content is criticism? What ground do you hold to say exactly what is harassment and what is criticism? What is more important is speaking about free speech and not what you think is harassment or criticism. If you think that this content is harassment and you want to shut it down, then everyone will think that any criticism about them is a kind of harassment because it's saying an opinion that they don't like. That is just very disingenuous and very hypocritical. And of course you will see here that a lot of people replied to this person. Everyone who's speaking and telling their opinion, he's just going to reply to them because this person is actually trying to defend his point of view with all what he's got. And speaking about hypocrisy, here is another hypocrite out there, Pro Jared, who is hiding replies, as you can see, and saying that there is no loss, only if he getting banned from YouTube. He says that I feel no pity for content quote-unquote creators whose sole existence was bullying other people. Okay, so when cancel culture hit you, people were defending you, but the majority were just like, you're a bad person, you're such and such. And when you showed your receipts, you were just bitching about those people who were celebrating your cancel, and now you're celebrating someone else's cancel. It's very hypocritical, and I didn't expect someone like Projeri to say something like this for all the shit that he has done in the past. And some people said, yeah, it's his personal life and he was making sure the weird shit he's doing was between consenting adults. And I was like, okay, I actually didn't remove my subscription even among the criticism because I thought, hey, probably we should hear the man and know what he's got and let him and give him a chance to defend himself. And now you didn't even give Leafy a chance to defend himself and to speak about his videos and what he actually means about them. And people who were following Leafy are going to tell you that yes, he did some videos about Pokemon, probably only 2 of them criticizing her, but the others he didn't even speak about her. And no one should believe that they are above criticism. Everyone can be criticized. We are all human beings, we all make mistakes. Sometimes it's just satire. These snowflakes think that every criticism about them is harassment, and they don't know how to draw a line. It's very disingenuous to see people like Pro Jared, who have been victims of cancel culture, now celebrating cancel culture. And speaking about people who get a lot of criticism, I think Belle Delphine got a lot more than Pokemon did. So, and yet, according to this article here, it says that unlike Pokemon, Delphine has never abused the YouTube's copyright system to strike down videos critical of her. And earlier this morning she expressed her support for Leafy and condemned those who took his channel down. Big respect for Belle Delphine to do that. I don't like her business model, but again, when she says something right, we gotta say that she says something right. And here, in my opinion, she is 100% right, and saying, quote, I have a lot of commentary videos made about me and personally I don't care. Good, that's the healthy way to do it. I think having free speech and not having to censor your commentary or your opinions is important. I can understand why YouTube and people don't like Leafy, but I think a warning before a straight ban is something we'd all like to have. Okay, so this is Belle Delphine, who is only 20 years old and who is selling condoms and bathwater and whatnot and making tons of money from those stupid simps, actually having 2 cells of brain and saying, hey, I do things that people don't like, but again, I'm not going to pursue them. But with Pokemon, you dare criticize her, and you have this army of simps that she controls and tells them, hey, go to someone else's videos and put dislikes there, and I don't know, probably even abusing the copyright system, telling YouTube that this content is harassment and whatnot. That's very disingenuous. And to see this kind of reaction from Belle Delphine of all people, I think at least it's refreshing to know that there are some of those people who we call evil triggers and whatnot, they still have 2 cells of brain to think, to say, hey, we're not going to strike down other people's channels just because they talk about us negatively. And to anyone who is celebrating this, remember, cancel culture is going to hit you sooner or later. It's going to hit you because you're a human being, because you're going to do some kind of dumb mistake, and if that mistake comes out, you're going to be hit with cancel culture. You're going to wish that you had never celebrated cancel culture in the first place, but I have no respect for you. And if cancel culture hits you, I don't care at all. I'm not going to say that you deserve to be banned, because that would be hypocritical of me, but I would say that whatever happens to you, I'm not going to defend you, and if people are celebrating it, then what comes around goes around. And let's talk a little bit about YouTube and its hypocrisy. So we have those quote-unquote beauty channels and waging wars against each other. No one is speaking. We have someone like Shane Dawson who's doing horrible things and he got only a suspension. We've got people like Keemstar and H3H3 going on wars against each other, and YouTube has done nothing about it. Probably just like a small suspension for Keemstar, and that's it. So they're cherry picking here who's to ban according to their own logic, if they have any kind of logic, and according to their own interests. And if they see a person being a good business model, regardless of what they do, and regardless if they do something dumb, they're going to defend them, or at least not take any action against them. But when it's someone like Leafy, who is not really a very attractive business model for YouTube, he's going to get that ban. And this is the snowflake culture that we're living in, and this is the era of cancel culture. So yeah, we should probably enjoy the ride while we can, because when YouTube starts to ban people for their opinions, it's going to hit all of us one way or another, or we're going to be just like those slaves who have no free will and who can't even dare speak their own mind about something. That's how I see it, at least. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I will talk to you again soon. Have a good one.